Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to school. It's my first day back in the classroom, so I've got winter happening up in here. Anyhow, I want to share with you one of the easiest and cheapest sensories to do for winter. It's my winter and ice week for the next couple weeks. This one is super cheap. If you have water, you can do it. So y'all know I have this big old sensory bin right here. And someone asked before where this sensory bin came from, where you can get one. This is just one my school has. It's not one I possess. It's a bigger one. I also do smaller ones and a really great big one. So this one, we share between two classrooms, and I don't have anybody next door, so I don't have to share mine. So anyhow, this big sensory bin, I love having things in here because it's a square, so anything with shapes they can learn, which is great. And because there's always 4 in my centers, so they always know there's 4 sides, 4 people. They always remember how many can be in this center. So this is winter and ice, as I said. So what better thing to do than play with ice during this season? So I have my big old cooler. I actually did this 2 days ago to make sure it was really, really solid. Now I'm going to tell you the only maintenance part of this sensory bin is you have to do it every day you want to do it. So you have to prepare the night before for this particular sensory. Lots of ice. I like to do this in different shapes because obviously we're always learning shapes, and anything that I can put tangibly in their hands that is a shape, not just looking at a picture, I'm totally gonna do. So I just take these, just like an ice cube. Hopefully they're unfrozen enough. Or you break the bowl, one of the two. And I will put it here in the sensory bin. So those will come out here in a second. So you see I'm gonna let them thaw a little bit, come out. So I do 2 circles and 2 rectangles. Even better, right? So once I do this, I'm gonna try to bring this over to you. I'll get the rest of the ice in here. I'll let you see what I'm doing here. Lower you. And then I get these. These are old ones, and actually it's great. These are really cheap at Dollar Tree, or we have a really wonderful resource room where I work, so they always have them for me there. So I always have 4 of these. Put them on 4 sides. Let's see what side you can see. I will flip off the actual lids. So like this, and I lay them on my sides like that. Now here's the fun thing, is a holder for your paintbrushes. So pool noodles. I got white because it was wintry. And if you don't own one of these yet, they have at Dollar Tree. They are specifically a pool noodle knife, which is great. Very dull, well, it's got a little sharpness to it, but it cuts right through the pool noodle. So what I do is I cut them down, and I cut an opening in the back. If you can see real close, there are slits down it. So what I love about this, you see what side you can do it, is that it fits over the side of my thing like so. How wonderful is that? And then I can put my paintbrushes for the kids to put right in there. So it's their paintbrush holder. So they have their paintbrush. Okay, so, oops, here I am, hi. This fits 4 of my ice cubes. So, like I said, I have 2 bigger circles and 2 rectangles. And I love this because this is their water as well. So they paint their brushes, paint on here because it's already, it's ice, so it's wet, and that will wet their paintbrushes. And this is the time it's okay, y'all, to mix paint. It's just watercolor paint, it's cheap. They love to see the wonder, and as this melts. So if you want a really cool, like on Thursday, I maybe won't freeze it as long, so there's some nice little pockets and water on the inside so I can see it. They love to get up in there and paint, and it's just really, really creative and really easy. Again, you don't need anything but paintbrushes, ice, watercolor paint, and this right here is just a bonus. It's an extra if you want to do something extra special. I just like it because it helps hold my paintbrushes. Anyhow, this is a really super easy, again, cheap ice painting. I'm wild with the camera today. Ice painting sensory for you and your kids in your classroom. It's a lot of fun. Again, you have to replace it every day you want to do it, but that's okay. It's just water put in your freezer, and you can do it as little or as big as you want it to be. Okay, until next time, hope you enjoyed this sensory bin fun. Bye. Hey everyone, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.